Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of the Jake Break, episode 18, coming to you live here the first week of October. Wow, what an incredible week, what an incredible weekend. I feel like we're finally making that first leap into fall. I don't know, the last couple of weeks it sort of felt like we were still tickling with summertime yet, but I'm starting to like the little crispness in the morning there with the cool fall weather, and football season is right in the heat of it. Baseball season's getting the playoffs. All the good stuff is coming to the mix here, Trent. Yeah, I guess we'll just get firing right into it because there's a lot to talk about this episode, a lot of stuff we want to go over, an action-packed weekend, some excitement, some disappointment, and I think we just got to get right into it. I know we talked several weeks in a row now about kind of addressing some of the call-outs or roasts or whatever we've seen on social media, but it has just blown up this past week. Blown up.
Well, we'll backpedal, and you said this week has been full of disappointment. That is very accurate, for me at least. I mean, for both of us. Both of two of our favorite sports teams, once again, did not perform the way we're hoping. But roasting, back on that memo, we may not have got a DM, but we got I got a lot of comments on TikTok. When Jake messaged me, he's like, "Hey man, did you check the TikTok at all?" I'm like, "Nope, I'll go do that right now." I went and checked it. I am getting grilled, right? For those of you who may have not seen the TikTok, last week when I may have gotten a little, fired up about Penn State's loss to Oregon, Jake took a clip of that, posted on TikTok. And let's just say, I think every Oregon Duck fan in the nation, probably all 55 of you out there, found this TikTok and are just grilling me.
And let's put a disclaimer out there. We did not tag Oregon football, nothing. Like, it was all directed towards Penn State to try and get the Nittany Lion faithful to feel your pain, support you through this process.
And when someone's very passionate about your sports team, I think it's okay. I mean, if you're not passionate, you're not upset when they lose.
Right.
I don't know what to tell you. If you're super passionate, like I am about Penn State football, when they lose, I'm upset about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm like, we could have done so many things differently, but again, the outcome is what it is. And in the video, I did say hats off to Oregon. They played a great game. So for all of you out there, I am not hating on Oregon. And we'll get into UCLA later. We'll get to there. That's a whole different sidebar conversation.
Yeah.
But, I'm just getting flamed. I don't know where all these people came out of the woodworks, but, man, it's hateful.
It's a brutal world out there. I mean, you've got some tough, strong shoulders to carry that. I'm telling you what, I would be sweating in my sleep if I had to take some of them comments you took. But you're taking it like a true champ. It's brought the program to the forefront, I'm telling you, because as of tonight, that last clip had like 60-some comments about it. I mean, it was just nuts.
And first of all, my Penn State faithful, all of you on TikTok, if you watched that and you didn't comment and support your boy, shame on you. I need someone to... I can't reply on my personal account. I can't reply to these comments. They're going to find me. I need you guys to make spam accounts and reply back for me. Defend your boy.
Right, and I think most of these ones that are commenting are spam accounts. If you look at them, like I looked at the majority of them, they don't have anything posted, reposted. The people they're following are like spam accounts. They know the game.
But for those of you who, this is just your friendly reminder, everything you see on social media, don't believe it wholeheartedly, especially now with AI. But there is a thing right now called rage baiting, Jake. I don't know if you know what rage baiting is.
It's a new concept to me.
So, essentially, you can get really fired up about something or just say something kind of out of pocket, but say it like you believe it 110%. People are going to watch it, and they're going to believe it, right? They're going to think that this guy's a moron. So, the power of rage baiting is insane because that TikTok or that clip did exactly what we wanted it to do. I want to take a moment and read, I'm going to give a shout out to somebody here that commented. Let's see what he said. Let me find it. you know how we know you don't know ball. You play the if game. You can literally play the if game with any game ever played. Always a lame talking point. If Oregon would have played D like they did every drive but that one, see how dumb that sounds. Dougie02. Well, Doug, let me tell you, if it's such a lame talking point, you took the time to watch the entire TikTok and a comment.
We appreciate your support.
Yeah, you are doing with Dougie02. We are doing exactly, or you're doing exactly what that clip was aimed to do.
True friend of the pod. A true friend of the pod.
Dude, it's I was just I didn't even get to read them all because I'm going down through and it's just like, man, this is absolutely insane. But
and some of them just don't make sense. Like I read some of them and tried to decipher them. That's why I looked into them. I think some of them are actually bots because I don't know if they're using Google Translate and trying to put. I don't know. Some of them just don't make sense at all.
But the thing is, that clip can get as much hate. I don't get bothered by it. I kind of think it's hilarious because it's doing what it was aimed to do. Mm-hmm. It gets views, gets the clicks.
It's right. It grows the program, expands the people, tuning in and listening to our show here. And I'm sure I'm bound to say something wild and crazy on this episode because of some of the stuff we're going to talk about. So, I will carry the burden this week if that way you can stay loose for next week then, Trent.
Yep.
But it's crazy. It's crazy. But, yeah, I agree. Penn State faithful, we love you. We appreciate your support and feeling in this tough stretch here these last couple weeks. But if you don't follow us on the TikTok or Instagram, make sure to look up the Jake Break podcast on those items. See what clips we're talking about here. And, see what you think on some of these comments because some of them are just way out in left field from some folks. But I don't know. The state of Penn State right now, I'm just not sure how to react. I'll be honest with you, I watched very little of the UCLA game, but I watched it. The highlights, I watched the game cast as it was happening. I don't know. What's your take on the game? What happened?
All right, buckle up, people. I am going to refrain from using the word if because I said if Penn State would have played the whole game like the one drive, we would have rolled Oregon. That was my exact words. And that one time I said if, people took that and made it sound like I said it 100 times. So I'm going to refrain from using if. I watched every snap of that game, much like I do every Penn State game. UCLA's quarterback, crazy, right? No, I'm not playing the we have injuries game, but Tony Rojas Jr., one of our starting running backs, I think, our starting linebacker, excuse me, second most tackles on the team this year, injured practice this week, lengthy time. They're keeping it undisclosed, they're not telling us what happened, so it's kind of weird. Mm-hmm. Anyhow, he wasn't there. He would usually be the quarterback spy guy.
He's fast, super athletic, makes tackles.
Yeah. So, several plays we did run a spy because we knew their quarterback was running all over us. We usually let up, 100 or so rush yards a game. That dude ran for almost, 200 yards against us. Just the quarterback. So, even when we would put a spy in there for him, he'd make a miss or, it was never successful. So, that quarterback cooked us in every phase of the game. Hats off to him. He played unbelievable. Hats off to UCLA, man. No coaching staff because it was the assistant coach and then an interim coach?
Yeah, so based on my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong here, they basically cleaned house before this week.
Yep.
Got rid of all the major coaches, everybody. I saw an interview where I think the assistant coach, or I forget who it was. Like I said, I didn't watch this game. Unfortunately, I was out of town. But the coach that was doing the play calling, or basically the head coach for that game, wasn't even really sure how the headsets were working and such. So it was just crazy. I mean,
it was
absolutely unreal.
The assistant coach that looks like he's 15 with blonde hair. He was saying he never practiced with a headset on, and he kept forgetting to pull down the headset so he could talk to whoever he was talking to. But for him to never, calling plays for your first game anywhere is huge task. Because at the end of the day, all the flack comes back to you if you fail miserably. So to step into that role against a team like Penn State that's ranked number 7, Phenomenal job. I have no words for Penn State. I don't. I'm still a faithful Penn State fan. I hope we, come out next week with a bang. But it's, again, like Oregon, if you decide to come out in the third or fourth quarter, even against a team like UCLA, which I shouldn't even be saying that because they kicked our butts. Like, there's no way around it. We looked dead. We looked flat. We looked like we had no motivation to be there. Mm-hmm. I'm really kind of thinking it was one of those things where most of the players looked at their schedule and said, oh, we have UCLA. We're just going to kind of look past this one to the following week and see where that got you. Yeah. Play calling, wasn't a big fan of our play calls. They're on 4th and 2 at the end of the game. We decided to give one of the most immobile quarterbacks in college football the option to run the ball for 2 yards. You have 2 NFL-bound running backs in Katron Allen and Nick Singleton, and you need 2 yards. And you give the ball to Drew Aller to run the ball, and he gets smoked in the backfield. What are we doing? I don't know. But at the end of the day, we lost. Not happy about it. But also, I saw Franklin said that he was trying to... he didn't use his timeouts there on one of their final drives because he was hoping to go down and score a touchdown with the clock to expire. But they saw how that worked out for him, so then when they finally got the ball back, they had 20 seconds, and that was wasted. But I know a lot of people are calling for, James Franklin's head because he's his record's terrible against, well, not only ranked teams, but now against unranked teams. I just think that between him and Kotelnicki and the defensive coordinator, I think the mesh isn't quite there yet, and I don't know if Drew Aller's play style is quite what Kotelnicki's strength is. So you see some of the best teams in the nation. They had the same head coach and same coordinators forever, and the players that come in just learn to adapt to it, or the coordinators adapt to what the players that are coming in. And I just think that right now we are clicking on about 3 out of 8 cylinders.
Yeah, there's just not a consistent messaging. It seems like you're saying.
Yeah, and it's we can have one drive that we have plays that the plays that are called are. I feel like they complement our play style and our player base very well, and then we have other play calls that we're like, what are we doing? Why are we giving Drew Aller the ball, a design quarterback run on 1st and 10? The kid can run if he has to because he scrambles out of the pocket, but he looks like Peyton Manning trying to run a 40-yard dash.
Yeah. Big body. I mean, hard to bring down, but it's like he's not going to get away from you.
He's running in slow motion, and he can't juke quick. So if there's a linebacker standing in the way, he tries to juke, but he's so slow. And no hate to Drew. I mean, I'm never going to bash our players because I do have faith in our team. But
I think his arm is there, and I think it's just trying to develop the complete package. You know what I mean?
That, and I think he just needs to settle down. I think he's a little anxious. I don't know why.
Well, I think last year, too, there was a lot of pressure. I mean, at one point in the year, there was talk that he might be a Heisman candidate.
Yeah.
Right? So it's I think coming into this season, there was a lot of pressure behind that and just saying, hey, you're kind of leading this team. You're leading the charge here. So, yeah, I don't know what the answer is there. That's a tough situation.
Everyone's calling for James Franklin. They were like, he should be left in Pasadena and not even taken back to State College. I think there has to be some sort of change, especially after 2 losses in a row, especially the second loss being to an unranked team. I think change has to happen in order to kick it into gear, but I'm not sure what the change is that we need. I don't know if it's... But, James Franklin's buyout is $50 million.
Oh, wow.
He's locked in his contract until 2031.
Wow.
So, $50 million to buy out his contract. And, I don't know if it's an offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. I mean, you saw the defensive coordinator, how he's performed at Ohio State. Fantastic. And usually our offensive line and our defense has been they look stellar pretty much most of the game. If our offense is crappy, our defense saves us and keeps us in the game. But just across the board, all three phases, we let up a onside kick after their first drive because we just weren't using our head. As soon as the kicker started to run, just took off towards the middle of the field, didn't even give it a thought. I don't know what the answer is, Jake. I really don't.
Yeah. Well, and, I get it. Everyone's big gripe with Coach Franklin is saying, hey, you can't win the big games. But if you look when he first came on board, and I'm not making excuses, but when he first came on board, he didn't have quite the tier of team I don't think that he has had the last couple of years. You know what I mean? Like, there were some years with Trace McSorley, Saquon. Those teams were good. But, there were some years where he was digging through the trenches. You know what I mean? Like, so some of those losses, was there really even a chance they would win them? Probably not. Yeah. But in recent history, I totally understand the argument of saying, hey, he just can't win the big game. But it's just, what's the answer then? Like, you're not going to go out. He's a great recruiter, great team guy. I think he builds a great culture there. And like I said, recruits well, even through like the whole NIL transformation of college football and college sports in general. I mean, I think he's done a good job to navigate that. And like I said, recruits well. We have great talent on the team. He's brought some new faces in on the offensive side of the ball that I thought would be, good tools to add to the toolbox here. But, I don't know what the state of Nittany Lion faithful football is going forward. But, I'm just hopeful. There's some tough games coming up, some ranked games within the Big Ten coming up that I think you can right the ship a little bit if you win those games, right? Close that dialogue and right the ship. Does it get you into the college football playoffs if you win out? I'm not sure. There's a lot of good teams out there, and you just don't know what happens in the next several weeks. So,
I think if Ohio State wins out minus Penn State, if Ohio State wins every single game from now on out and stays either ranked 1 or 2, and Penn State somehow pulls something out of their butt and beats Ohio State, that's their only chance. And Penn State has to win out. Mm-hmm. They have to beat everyone from this point out to even have a chance. But then again, if there's another team, that should get us in. If you beat the number 1 or number 2 overall at the time, whatever, it should get us in. But again, if it's close and they're looking at that 11, 12, 13, 14 ranked teams, and say those other teams only lost to top 25 teams, and Penn State lost to UCLA, that's going to kick us out.
Yeah.
So it's I think that's the only way. And do I think it's going to happen? I'm not feeling too confident right now. I'm not. But at the end of the day, I'm a diehard Penn State fan, so I'm not. Go ahead.
Yeah. No. And the other thing is, if football isn't the answer this year, what's right around the corner? Wrestling season, baby.
That's right.
And that is something to be fired up and excited about because we have a heck of a team this year. And by God, I think we're going to be right back where we want to be at this year if all goes to plan.
I just want to say for all of those, all the people out there that if you're listening from TikTok, from that clip, if you are a diehard fan of a team, any sport, when they lose, you're most likely going to be upset. It doesn't matter if it's the number 1 ranked team, if it is an unranked team, if it's a team no one even has heard about. You're not going to be happy, right? Especially when it's a sport like football, when you have, 13 games, 14 games, whatever it is. You're going to be upset because one loss is huge when it comes to now it's not as big because of the way the playoff is in college football, but when it's an unranked team, that's very big. So, roasting me for getting upset about Oregon. I'm sorry, but if you're a diehard fan and you call yourself a fan of a team and you don't get upset when they lose, are you a fan? Are you a bandwagon? Well, what's the deal?
And we've heard from a lot of other people that were maybe even more upset than us on that because there's some die-hard people up in State College. It's fun to watch.
But I was watching ESPN clips and other sports analysts that aren't Penn State fans, mind you, They could care less if Penn State won. I was watching it was the next day or 2 days after when on one of the touchdown drives that was fourth down and denied Dennis Sutton got held, and I think it was fourth down, and it was either third or fourth down. Anyhow, it would have stopped them from scoring a touchdown on that drive. Blatant hold, blatant, and they didn't call it. But again, both teams, there were probably calls that Penn State had a foul, that a flag wasn't thrown. Ball goes both ways. But there are, ESPN and sports analysts out there that could care less if Penn State wins or loses, and they were bringing up all the points that I brought up.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not going any further. I'm gonna rest my case. I'm gonna take it on the chin. 2 losses back-to-back weeks. It is what it is.
Well, hey, we'll keep on rolling and moving, and it's good for the program, and we appreciate all y'all's support and anyone that does come to your defense or has come to your defense on some of them videos. We appreciate it. But outside of Penn State football, though, it was an exciting weekend for college sports in general, and just kind of in our lives too. I mean, like this weekend, I feel like I'm just now sitting down for the first time this weekend. It was just crazy, just a bunch of different stuff. But I'm not going to lie to you, Trent. I'm dragging a little bit this Sunday evening. I'm ready for bed. I'm ready to hit the hay because last night I stayed up to watch UFC 320. You want to talk about a great main card? Oh my gosh. That was freaking awesome. So I tuned in kind of late. I wish I would have watched some of the prelims because I think some of the prelims would have been pretty stinking good. From what I've heard, but I tuned in just in time for the main card. Light heavyweight matches all around were awesome. I mean, obviously the main event was amazing. Alex Pereira came out with a vengeance. I truly believe after watching that fight that there was something wrong. Like he had to have been seriously sick, like they're proclaiming, or like he was saying he was, because Ankalaev is a beast. No doubt about it. He is a beast in the light heavyweight. He was a champ for a reason. But Alex Pereira, that first round, he came out guns a-blazing right off the jump. And you know just as well as I do, when he throws a hook in there, he is just, it's coming with some stopping power.
And it's accurate, too.
Accurate, yeah.
He don't miss.
And with his leg kicks, I mean, all around, he is tough. Tough. Like people say that his takedown defense maybe isn't great and stuff, but if he can throw a hook at you or kick you, even a simple leg kick, if you're not checking those kicks, it's a dangerous long night. And he came out with a vengeance. I'm telling you what, if I was playing with house money, Trent, I never would have bet on a first round knockout, and it was unreal. Like Herb Dean let that fight go longer than maybe it should have because Pereira was just pounding Ankalaev. And I think they let it go because it's a title fight. These guys are big boys. I mean, light heavyweight, they're going to do some punching. But, I mean, it was just unreal. And then the fight before that, Merab, there's a reason why he's nicknamed the Machine, right? I don't know if you watched any of the highlights or not, but the guy is just a takedown machine. He doesn't even look like he's gassed at the end of the fight. But I would say in recent fights, that is the best opponent matchup I've seen against Merab. I mean, Sandhagen looked pretty good. I mean, every time Merab would take him down, he was getting up pretty much right away. But when a guy is just on you constantly, wearing you down, it drains you. And, man, both of those title fights were just amazing to watch. I was a big fan of it. It was worth the lack of sleep. But, yeah,
and
it was good.
It's not only of Merab, his opponents, it's not only a physical beatdown, it's also a mental breakdown because you're constantly thinking this guy has to slow down. He's going to shoot, and you're thinking by the third round, you're like, all right, he has to slow down. He's going to gas soon. And he doesn't. It just mentally drains you because you're like, okay, this guy is just inevitable. He is coming at me 100% until the final bell, which is crazy.
And that's what DC Daniel Cormier was saying last night. He was like, Sandhagen might not be, having a terrible match, but mentally, this is just draining. This guy is on you all the time. You can't hardly get a lick in or a punch in or nothing because he's just constantly on you. This might go down as a hot take, but I honestly thought UFC 320 was one of the best cards I've seen in a while. I mean, the main card especially was just incredible. incredible. But yeah, between that, there was just some other crazy stuff going on this weekend. Lots of good stuff, entertaining stuff, and good times. So, but overall, besides the Penn State fiascos, though, Trent, how was your weekend?
Well, other than Penn State fiasco, pretty good. Tiring. We went up, visited my niece for the first time, which was cool. But it's just like draining because like you think doing like a day trip, hour and a half away is tiring with a dog, but then you got a baby along too. Dude, it's like by the time we get home, we're like, oh my goodness, we are dead. Like just drained.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it was a good time, tiring. And then today, I actually found a guy on Facebook who had a upright deep freezer that he wanted to sell. But he like sells appliances on the side. So
Okay.
I had a old washer and dryer in my shed that I wanted to get rid of. So I was like, hey man, would you want this washer and dryer? He's like, yeah, bring them down. I'll trade you for this freezer. So I got a upright deep freezer today. So we have more room for deer meat and what else? Because our chest freezer's packed to the gills right now.
Heck yeah, man, that's a win for the weekend.
Yeah, and then this evening I got to mow and clean up. Got to reorganize the shed a little bit because I had more room in there because there's not a washer and dryer taking up most of it. So I did that. So it was one of those things where the weekend's so busy that it honestly feels like, I don't know, it went by way too fast.
Oh yeah, totally. I would second that. But no, that's good. I guess anything new or exciting beyond this weekend that you're seeing on the horizon?
I would say, I'm getting a Blackstone tomorrow, I think.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I know I'm a little late to the party. Most everybody and their brother has a Blackstone. I do not. Because I'm a Facebook marketplace guru. That if I can find something used but in good shape to save a few bucks, I'm all in. And it was actually a family member that has one that bought it used for I think like $100, and it's one of the big ones too. And it comes with like the metal cover, like the big heavy duty lid, then the actual like canvas cover, then all the utensils and everything. And this family member didn't want it, so now I'm getting it tomorrow.
Oh heck yeah, man. Well, hey, the first Trent Hibachi night, I want to be there to see
you'll
him
have
in
to.
the maiden voyage of the Blackstone.
That's right. I'm not sure exactly what shape it's in, so I might have to do a little bit of TLC, but those things are like, I mean, even if it's solid rust on top, like you can rehab them to pretty much brand new, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, well, that's exciting stuff. Good deal.
Yep.
Man, well, I tell you, there is also some other exciting stuff that it sounds like we're going to touch on here in the gas and break segment. So I feel like we just got to jump right into it.
Yep.
I love my Blackstone, cooking on the Blackstone as well. So I'm excited to see, get one of your own and fire it up and check it out here. So I guess we'll jump right into it. I'll let you roll the first clip here, or the first punch here, Trent. What's got you fired up? What's got you excited or upset or anything in between?
I am all gas on grocery pickup orders.
Okay.
Before, every week, Lex and I would go in the grocery store. You're fighting off people, you're fighting off germs and sickness and people just being goobers and, having their cart block half the aisle and stand the other half of the aisle. In York, there's people that bring their dogs in their cart and their dogs are going to the bathroom and vomiting in the aisle.
Oh,
Like,
jeez.
nightmare.
Are you in like Tractor Supply or where are you at? Just like a regular
No.
grocery store?
Walmart.
I didn't even
Like-
know you were allowed dogs in Walmart.
You're not. I think the people were hiding them like in their purses or something. They had two like little Frenchies or something, and their dogs are sick and they're yakking on the floor. So I refuse to go into stores now.
Okay.
Anywho, but now most stores it's free. You just pick up an online pickup order, and I can just pull up to the spot. I hit I'm here, and they bring it out to my car. and they load it into my car for me, and I don't have to pay a dime. And all the groceries come in real heavy duty paper bags, no plastic bags. So that's a win too. But I don't have to go in the grocery store. I can order it from my phone, and I drive there, and they just put it in my car for me. It's awesome. And they sort everything based upon like what it is. So like if you order a bunch of like pasta-esque type, groceries, they're all gonna be in the same bag. If you order like, I don't know, laundry detergent and Band-Aids, whatever, all that kind of stuff is gonna be in the same bag. So it's sorted based upon what you buy, which is fantastic too.
Well, and the only question I have there is like if you're ordering like fresh produce or fruit or something, like is the quality there? Like you think they're like going through picking like the best ones in the bunch, or are they just grabbing and going?
They don't give a rat's butt, Jake, about how nice the peach is that they're picking. They don't care. Now let's just say I'm not a snob about eggs. I'm not a snob about dates on milk. I'm not a snob about bread. I'm not a snob about produce.
Yeah.
If I want bananas, I'm going to order bananas. If one's like a little brown and damaged, it still goes down the same.
I like it.
So I'm not a snob, but they don't care. Their job is to literally look at this little screen, and they're like, oh, this person wants a green pepper, bang, green pepper. Oh, there's a bug in it. I don't care. In the bag it goes.
Nice.
So, but other than, if you were a snob, may not be best for like produce and fruit and checking eggs. Because I think the last carton of eggs we got, one was cracked on the bottom. But, I would take a cracked egg every day than rather go in the store and pick out all the groceries myself. Because I'm not a professional shopper, right? If I'm looking for something, I'm like, which aisle is... I don't know, what was I looking for the other day? Something I had to go in the grocery store and pick up one thing. What was it? I'm going to think about this. It was the crispy onions.
Oh, like the French ones or whatever? Yeah.
Could not find. I walked down 5 aisles. Couldn't find them. So, when you do an online order, I don't have to do that. I don't have to look like a goober and spend 15 extra minutes in the store. They just pick it up for me. So, all gas on pickup orders.
Love it. I love it. I love it. So this week, I don't know, my gas might be an interesting one for my fellow Red Sox fans out there. It was quite the disappointment of a season. Not totally, just the end of the season, I gotta say. Let me clarify that. The end of the season was disappointing, especially to lose to the Yankees after we had a great game one and the wild card. I don't know. I feel like I'm still gas about the Red Sox season in the future, looking forward, right? Nobody predicted us to do anything this year. Nobody even predicted us to be in the hunt for the playoffs this year. We had so much young talent, people hurt. After last season, things just weren't looking great at all by any means. And for us to just kind of rebound, put a late push on, leading into the All-Star break, and then post-All-Star break, there was a little bit of a slump, and then we made another push to even just get into the playoffs was exciting in my book. I mean, last year was just horrendous. Not even really, a realistic chance to contend for a World Series. I love this team. Honest to goodness, there's some things I think we need to add. Power right-handed batters, maybe another stellar pitcher to throw into the rotation. But overall, I like this Red Sox team a lot, and they seem to like each other. I just hope we can keep a lot of the big pieces together. I mean, a lot of the young guys we have signed on to longer-term deals. I'm anxious to see kind of the development of Christian Campbell, to see if he's back up on the major leagues day one. Tristan Casas, coming off a major injury. He's hopefully going to be back early next season. We've got guys locked down. And if Bregman comes back, Story comes back, I'm fired up and excited for this team. I think if we can add those couple little pieces till next season, we might be in the hunt for a World Series. And one final note about this, I'm very excited to see the start of the Blue Jays-Yankees series. I love seeing the Yankees getting absolutely clobbered the first 2 games of that. I hope it's a sweep, and they can go back to the Bronx just about as accomplished as us this year. So that'll just be great. So People might be gas or brakes on the end of the Red Sox season, but I'm actually going gas on the entirety of the season. The documentary series that came out on Netflix about the Red Sox, I think just build into the excitement and the hype and the bond of this team. But I'm fired up. I'm glad we had a great, good season, I would say, above expectations, and the future going forward for Red Sox faithful. That is my conclusion of what I ran on the Red Sox season this year.
You know what? The thing is, any team that may get knocked out early may not even make the playoffs. You get the same result even if you're in the World Series and still lose. You know what I mean? So you can have I appreciate the positive outlook on the season, even though I can't even say my Yankees because I'm not like it. I used to be more of a baseball fan. I grew up being a Yankees fan, but did I sit down at all and watch an entire game this year? No. Anymore, I don't have time to watch baseball because it's forever. It just takes so long. But yeah, I appreciate that outlook because most people would just be pumping the brakes if their team lost.
And I know it's early. I'm not going to call the series with the Blue Jays yet, but the Red Sox kind of handled the Yankees throughout the regular season, and I got to give props to the young guys on the Yankees team too. Schlittler, he pitched a whale of a game 3. The Red Sox couldn't touch him for some reason. He was in the strike zone pumping heat. It's just get a bat on it, folks. But, when he's throwing a 4-seamer, 2-seamer, and then throws in something with a little bit of movement on it outside the 2-seamer, it's tough. It's coming on to you quick and such. But, man, if we could have just won game 2.
Jake, we're going to clip that
would have been fired up.
Whenever the Yankees win the World Series this year.
If the Yankees win the World Series this year, I'm calling it now, all right? Put it on the record, Trent. Put it on the record. So I'm saying this right now. If the New York Yankees win a World Series this year, I will do whatever food challenge live on a podcast.
Oh, you're going to get a New York Yankees logo tattoo.
Absolutely not. That is off the table. I will not get a tattoo. I will do... Well, I shouldn't say I will do anything. Let's just say we'll think of a food challenge, or if somebody else has a challenge, I will do it live on the podcast if the Yankees win the World Series.
I say we do the 24-hour Waffle House challenge. Every waffle that you eat takes off 30 minutes of your time.
We don't even have Waffle Houses around.
Well, you have to drive to one.
Where's the closest one?
Well, figure it out. Every
how
waffle.
About this? Let's do an IHOP pancake.
Are they open 24 hours?
I don't know, but that challenge is not going to last real long.
Why?
Dude, them pancakes are nothing.
No, I'm talking Waffle House. You have to sit there for 24 hours, but every pancake or every waffle you eat is 30 minutes off your timer.
30 minutes?
Yes.
I thought it was an hour.
No, we're changing to 30 minutes.
Oh my gosh. No. Everyone that I've seen is an hour.
No, because 24 waffles, I don't know about you, but if I was trapped there for 24 hours, I could put away some waffles.
Oh, yeah. We'll think of something.
Yeah.
Or if folks have an idea, let us know. But I am putting all my chips in. There's no possible way the New York Yankees win a World Series this year. No chance. No chance. There are so many better teams in the AL this year. It's not even fun.
Well, leading into our blind draft, do the one chip challenge, Jake. That chip that's apparently hotter than blue blazes.
Okay. You know what? We'll think about that. That'll be one of the options. We'll see what folks want to do here. Let us know, but that could be an option. If the Yankees win the World Series this year, that's on the table. I'm not saying that's the option we're going with, but that's on the table.
We'll do a TikTok post, and if the Yankees do win, we'll do a TikTok post with the highest comment is what you have to do.
Deal.
Within reason.
Within reason. Within reason.
Because some of them TikTok commenters, man, I don't know where they pull some of this stuff out of.
If one of them Oregon Ducks fans gets on there, it could be dangerous. So we'll have to watch out. But I don't know. But rolling into the blind draft here, I think it's only appropriate we roll into our second favorite, or second segment of the show here. Yeah, much like the Red Sox season came to an abrupt halt, my chances of getting remotely close to winning a blind draft lately have come to an abrupt halt. So last week, the Celebrity Bonfire, I got smoked, and people told me Trent actually has people that'll make you laugh. Which was a great point. So I got beat bad. 67% of the vote went to Trent. I got 33%, so Trent's now up to 9 wins, almost double digits. I have 5, 2 ties, and 1 went to a special guest. But I don't know. I'm feeling good about this week's blind draft. Feeling good about it. So what are we talking about this week, Trent?
We are doing the blind draft of all things chips, Jake.
Love it.
And I think we're both just going in blind here. Like, we didn't pre-plan anything.
Speaking from the heart. Or
Yep.
the stomach. Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
And so I think we discussed that one thing we did discuss about this. We're not just doing, like, for example, one of us, you can't just say Doritos. We're actually going to do, like, flavors. And if we have any questionable ones, we'll hash it out.
Yeah.
Live during the draft. So.
Yeah, the committee, we discussed it, and we said, like, for example, let's do an example for folks. It's like Doritos. If I pick Cool Ranch Doritos, Trent can pick nacho cheese. Like you said, we're going flavors. We're not doing brands because, there's all sorts of good chips out there, but we'll do that. Okay. I think you flipped a coin last week, so I will flip it for you this week. What's your call? And plus, you won, so I'll flip it for you.
Tails this week.
Flip a coin.
It's heads.
Oh, it's heads.
Your phone never picks tails. Ever.
See, that's why you got to pick heads every single time. You're gonna win.
Dang it.
All right. So this is one of my all-time favorite chips. There's a lot that could go number one, especially some local stuff. But this is one nationwide that I think people are going to rally behind. It's going to go with Purple Bag Doritos, Spicy Sweet Chili. Great pick. That's what I'm locking in at number one.
All right, so you're going purple Doritos.
Yep.
Okay, I am going with nacho cheese Doritos.
Okay. The number 2 pick, man, this is tough. There's so many good chips out there. This one is a local one, so if anybody's listening outside the Central PA area, you might not know this one as well. But Middlesworth Kettle Cooked Barbecue. So good. So good. That's my number 2.
My number 2, I'm going with Lay's Original.
That's a classic.
Yeah,
Alright.
just a
Not a risky
timeless chip.
Yeah. Nothing, not doing any craziness with that, but, it's
Nope.
it's a good solid pick. So I'm going to go with, what is the name of that? So there's one in mind here that I'm going to just roll with because I love these so much, so I'm going to go with them anyways. There it is. Yep, there we go. So I'm going to go with the Cape Cod sweet and spicy jalapeno chips. Cape Cod chips are not, they are so good.
You scared me there for a second because the next one I have wrote down is Cape Cod Kettle Cooked. Like the original.
Okay, I like it. Cape Cod original. Alright. I still got 2 picks. I think for my 4th pick, this might be a hot take. I'm not sure if I should roll with it or not, but I think I'm going to. Those Fritos twisted ones, like the honey barbecue twists or whatever?
I don't know if you can see what my number 4 is right there.
I can't.
What does it say?
It says Fritos Honey Barbecue Twist. I gotta pick them, dude. I love them so much. Like, so, real quick story about those. I got them one time when I was really, really young. Like, way too young to eat the whole bag of them. And they were so good. Like, I ate so many of them that I got just, like, sick in my stomach because I was obsessed with them. So I took a break from them whenever I was real young. Got back into them, and man, they are just a tried and true classic. I love them. Love them.
You, I think, may have ruined my night there, Jake.
Hey, I'm coming for blood this week. I gotta win a blind draft. I've got to.
Yeah, you have been kind of down bad, huh?
Bad.
I'm going to go with original Pringles.
Oh, okay. That's a solid pick.
Just a classic. And like I may be biting myself in the butt here, going pretty much all plain original, but that's just what I like.
Yeah.
Barbecue's my favorite. Sour cream and onion, get that crap out of here. Don't ever want to see it, smell it. Nasty. But yeah, original, you can't go wrong.
I love it. This is my last and final pick, and this is one that might be debatable whether or not it is technically a chip. We'll see what the committee votes here. I'm going to go with classic Funyuns.
Oh, no. I mean, it counts, but ugh.
Do you think that's going to be a gut punch to my picks? Like, is it pretty top heavy?
That may lose it for you.
Really?
Ugh.
Funyuns?
Dude, I would probably eat, I don't know, I'd probably take a spoonful of mayonnaise over eating Funyuns.
Really?
Ugh, I've only had them once, and it's like eating a pork rind.
I respect that. That's true. We're pretty close to it, yeah.
I'm not about it. And like, I don't know, maybe I had a bad bag when I was a kid, but like I opened it up and it just smelled not edible, kinda. So I just kind of been turned off ever since. They like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. But I mean, hey, if you like them, you like them.
Oh, I love them, dude. Love them.
Number 5, I'm going with the Garden Salsa Sun Chips.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about the son of a gun.
If I would have got the Fritos honey barbecue twists, I would have been very happy with my list. But Pringles backed me up there, so. But yeah, the red Sun Chips, man, solid.
Oh, man. So I like Funyuns, and this tastes pretty similar to them, so that maybe this is why I like them. But my personal favorite flavor of the Sun Chips is the French onion.
Ugh.
Oh, man, I could just house a whole entire bag of them in one sitting.
Nope. And the thing is, like, they always had the red Sun Chips, the Garden Salsa Sun Chips at school.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, for some reason, the school bags of chips always have, like, 5 chips in them.
Yeah, they were pretty small, yeah.
Like, you get a normal-sized bag of chips, and you open it up, and there's 5 chips. And you're like, I just paid whatever I did for this thing, and there's 5 chips in here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but you want to run over the choices there?
Yeah. And actually, so I'm going to throw out one honorable mention here for chips because I love them so much. There's these ones I started getting at TJ Maxx here within the last couple years. Deep River, I think they're called. They're just phenomenal. Like, I got this one today. It was like roasted garlic, onion, or something like that. Oh, they're amazing. They're so good.
An honorable mention for me as well. There's these kettle cooked chips called Boulder. Kettle cooked chips. Yeah, let me look them up here quick.
Never had them.
I think Utz sells them.
Okay.
Because we live near an Utz factory, so we get all of the, say like they're running out of date, or they were like extras, or maybe the misprint on the bag. We get like a box of 30 snack bags of chips for like $3 or $4, like stupid cheap.
Dang. Can't beat that.
But yeah, they're called Boulder Canyon.
Boulder Canyon.
Yeah, chips, and they're used. Avocado oil is used, so it's like a healthier chip option since avocado oil. And they got classic sea salt. They got salt and pepper. And my favorite one is the. Let me see. Where is it? It's a spicy one, I think. Spicy green chili. That one's.
Ooh, that sounds good.
That one's really good.
Okay.
But I was gonna throw it up there, but I knew many of you probably wouldn't know Boulder chips. But I think they're maybe somewhat new. Maybe I don't know.
It says they were made in '94, I think, or something. So they've been around for a little bit.
Oh, okay. Maybe because I recently just found them, and I'm like, oh,
I'm going to have to give them a go. I'm curious now. You got my curiosity. But, yeah, those were some good honorable mentions. But the actual list show here, Trent, number 1 is Nacho Cheese Doritos, 2, Lay's Original, 3, Cape Cod Original, 4, Original Pringles, 5, the Garden Salsa Sun Chips. Me, I had the Spicy Sweet Chili Doritos at 1, 2, Middlesworth Kettle Cooked Barbecue, 3, Cape Cod Sweet and Spicy Jalapeno, 4, Fritos Honey Barbecue Twist, and 5, Funyuns. And talking about fun, this was a fun episode this week. I had a lot of fun with it. If you don't follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube now, be sure to follow us on those. Like, comment, subscribe, help out the Penn State faithful here, help out what we're trying to build here with the program so we can bring you some more content, some more exciting stuff. Tell your friends, family, loved ones, everyone in between about the show here. But as we wrap things up, anything else you want to put out there, Trent? Anything else you feel like we might have missed this week?
No, take it easy on me in the comments. Like, one guy can only take so much hate. I'm just kidding. Give us all the hate. I enjoy it. I rolled out. I'm laughing. My wife's like, "What are you laughing at?" I'm like, "Look what this person said to me." She's like, "Why are you laughing? That's mean." I'm like, "I don't care." I'm at the point, Jake, where like, back in high school, someone could say something. I'm like, "That was kind of mean," and I'd like stew about it or think about it.
Yeah.
I've gotten to the point. I mean, I think right when I went to college, people can say whatever they want about me. I don't care because I have a very small core. In high school, you have this big friend group, right? You have what you would call 75 friends that you would call a friend. After you if you go to college, if you go to trade school, if you start a business, whatever you do, you realize your friend group shrinks really tiny, and then you have your small core group. Anyone outside of that core group, they can say whatever they want. I don't.
You'll probably never meet 99% of these people, so.
If it floats their boat and makes them feel better to comment what they do, have at it. Gives us views, gives us clicks, gives us the TikTok algorithm. I'm all about it.
I love it. Yeah, and, new episodes every Monday, 8 a.m. The YouTube will post around that same time as well every week. So if you're not a visual if you are a visual person, be sure to check out the YouTube. We, want to provide some exciting stuff on there. It sounds like if the Yankees are going to win the World Series, you will want to check out the YouTube because there will be some stuff going on there. So if the Yankees win the World Series, I already volunteered. I will pony up and do something within reasonable request. So be sure to let us know what that is. We will figure it out. We'll bring it out to the committee, and we'll figure out a game plan there. But I'm not really banking on that because I don't think the Yankees are going to win the World Series. So I should be okay. But, all right, without further ado, this concludes another episode of the Jake Break. We appreciate you. We will see you next Monday.